All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel. Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Sorry for the late upload. Usually I try to post these videos 10:30, 11 a.m.ish when you guys get on lunch breaks and shit start locking into place. But I had court this morning with one of my baby moms who's been keeping my daughter from me. So got that situated. I'll be seeing her again starting October the 2nd. So congratulations to the boy, man. I'm very happy. Today has been good so far. Definitely made up for how bad last night was gambling. My fucking God, last night was awful, was it not? Look, it happens, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment. And if you want all the parlays, all the player props, all the live plays, join the Discord or the Patreon. They're both in the description. $10 a month, guys. Tap into them. Yeah. And anybody interested in an offshore sports book, in the description of my video, I have a new sponsorship with Bet Any Sports. Click the link in my description for the offshore sportsbook. If you're in a state that doesn't let you gamble, if you are out of the country, if you're not in the United States and you can't get access to the sports books, if you have been like banned from sports books because you backdrafted the fucking bank charges because you blew too much money and then you reported that shit as fraudulent and now they banned you off the sports books, you can use Bet Any Sports in the description. They'll match a 25%. They'll give you a 25% of whatever you deposit. So you deposit 1,000, you get 250. You deposit 2,000, you get 500. You get what I'm saying? They are by far the best offshore sportsbook I've ever seen. Anyways, let's get into some player props because all my videos are sponsored by Outlier, and then I'll do the slate review, get you guys some props I like, and we're gonna get you out of here with a fucking bag. And today we're gonna make up for yesterday. We're gonna crack them folks. Okay, guys? So let's do some player props that I like. First one, Brenton Doyle. Guys, 90% hit rate over 10, 85% hit rate over 20, under 1.5 bases. The guy can't get 2 bases to save his fucking life. I mean, this is really pathetic. He just not that guy. He can't get 2 bases. He's just not that guy. He's versus Fetty, who Fetty's pretty fucking good. 3.38 ERA. Fetty's a dog. So it's not like he's versus an easy pitcher where he's going to have a good time. Under 1.5 bases. I love this play today. Next, Addison Barger. Guys, here's the thing. Red Sox are on a bullpen day. Okay, sure, whatever. The Blue Jays bats have been the coldest bats in all of baseball, have they not? You got a 90% hit rate on this, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. They can't hit, they can't score, they can't get on base. This should be free. It should just be absolutely free. I mean, I do think they're due to wake up soon, but I don't think today's the day. I'd lock this in. And then lastly, this cashed yesterday, Hunter Renfroe, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Again, guys, ice cold, 90% hit rate over 10. He's gone cold. He was hot up until September 9th. Then he just went on he's just ice cold right now. When they can't hit, you bet they ass to not hit. On top of that, versus DJ Hurts, who has been a fucking dominant dog lately. DJ Hurts pitching his ass off out there. So I like these 3 props a lot. Again, this is Outlier, 7 days free in the description. $20 a month. It is the best app. I use it every single day of my life to cook up my plays. All right, guys, let's take a look at the slate and do a slate review as always. So first game of the day, got George Kirby and the Mr. I got a health condition, coach. Gets traded to the Astros, becomes Superman. Kikuchi himself. Guys, Yasuke Kikuchi Hamamoto, they're 9-0 since he's pitched. He looks fucking unbelievable. Listen, I have to go with what my eyes are telling me. And what I have seen is that the Astros have not lost a game that he's pitched since he came there. Since he's been traded to the Astros, they've not lost when he pitches. So I don't know how you can logically look at this game and back the Mariners. The Mariners just lost to them last night. Now you have George Kirby, who's not better than Logan Gilbert, versus Kikuchi, who looks like their ace. I don't care. Oh, Ronaldo Blanco. Yeah, okay, but they have not lost a game. Kikuchi pitching. He's out here dominating. So some pitchers just get that backing and get that run support. It's just their aura. They just, for some reason, teams perform well when certain pitchers pitch. It's true. Kikuchi's one of them, man. They do very good when he's on that mound. There is no fucking world where I don't take the Astros at plus 120 today. It's an absolute lock. I would also lean to over 7.5. Cubs and the Phillies, guys, I have to fade it. Javi, listen, him and his fucking glasses out there doing calculations with Jarvis like he's Iron Man. He's been decent. Then he was really bad. Then he went back decent. But his last 2 starts, guys, 7 hits. I think it was 7 hits, 3 earned runs. In the game before that was 7 hits, 3 earned runs with a home run. He's getting hit a lot. The problem is the Cubs looked great yesterday. The Phillies have looked very cold, and Chris Sanchez is not that great. This is a very hard game to cap, and after how yesterday went, we got to be conservative. We were up almost 13 units in 3 days, then we lost 4. So now we only up 9, which is still really good, but I'm not trying to lose, all this. You can bring it here, baby. Oh, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Y'all check that salmon out. Check that salmon out. Yes, sir. Ski. There go lunch right there. Help me get them gym gains. All right. Sean, let me see this. Oh, man, I can't wait. Hey, I got to get through this. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it's just too hard to cap it after yesterday. We got to be conservative, guys. We can't be, like, risking it, being super risky and just going with leans when we just lost 4.5 units. So, fuck that. We got to lock in. It's too hard to cap. I'm fading it. Tigers and the Rays, guys. Zach Littell, who's looked great. Keeter, he's not that good. He's okay. I do think that the Tigers are a better team. I do think the Rays suck, but Zach Littell's been solid. For me, this is a tough one. I'd lean the Tigers on the money line for a good price of -125 or the over, but truthfully, stay away from it. Again, we got to tighten up after yesterday. This is too tricky for me. I'd stay away. Reds and the Guardians, guys. Now this, when I bet the Reds yesterday, this is who was supposed to be pitching. Then they last second Willie swapped us to fucking Spears, who got killed. I would have never made that bet if Spears was on the mound. I made the bet early, got busy with work. The Reds don't typically switch pitchers like that. So I'm like, okay, this is a lock. Boom, last second swap to fucking Spencer Spears, who gets killed. Like, how dared him? This is Spears. Regardless, his last name Spears, he's horrible. So yeah, this is who I wanted to back yesterday versus Bybee. If I had to play it today, Reds first 5 plus a half a run at -125. Jacob Junis has been dominant, and the Reds do well when he pitches. That said, though, again, guys, the Guardians on fire right now. We got to tighten up, probably stay away from it, but I do think this is a decent play to consider. I'd also lean to over 7.5. I think both these teams hit well today. Brewers and the Pirates. You got Luis Ortiz and Freddie Peralta. Guys, I think this is a Pirate spot. I think Luis Ortiz is looking good. I think Freddie's been shaky. I don't think the Brewers are playing well yesterday. Pirates looked good. I think this is a Pirate spot all in. I'd lean the Pirates at +130 or put them on an underdog parlay if I was you. Or the over 7.5 could also be a solid play at -115. That's not bad. It's -120, sorry. That's not a bad play either. Next game, Royals and the Nationals. This is one of my locks today. You got Michael Lorenzen, who's been solid. Not great, but solid. And you have DJ Hurst, who is a dog. Royals bats are ice cold. Nationals bats are ice cold. I think yesterday the Royals won, was it 1-0? It was something pathetic. Point is, this is either a national spot or the lock under 7.5. Under 7.5 at -105 is crazy. Neither of these, the Nationals absolutely can't score. Michael Lorenzen's solid. The Royals absolutely can't score. DJ Hurst is a dog. I think this is the easiest under of the day. It's an absolute lock. Orioles and the Yankees. Zach Eflin, who's solid, and then Nestor Cortez. The Yankees are 6-1 or 7-1 in Nestor Cortez's last few starts. I like it. I think that right here is a spot you have to back the Yankees. Nestor Cortez, again, they're 6-1. The Orioles have been playing ball like shit. They don't look good. On the flip side of that, neither do the Yankees, and we have to get over the fact that they have Aaron Judge and Juan Soto and Carstacion and Stanton, all these great hitters. They are terrible. They're not terrible, but they are just mid of them all. They don't look good. Something I will say about sports this year, guys, is every season's been going great. I have no fucking idea who the dominant football team is. I have no idea who the dominant baseball team is. I've watched every game of baseball, bet it every day, and I have no idea who's good and who's bad. Like, as frustrating as it is to gamble, as a sports fan, it's very fun to watch because you legitimately, I have no idea who wins the World Series. I have no idea who makes it. And I think it's going to be like that with football. I'm glad these games are getting competitive. It does make life a little bit harder as a bettor, but it has been fun. But anyways, yeah, I think you got to lean Yankees here, but it's too tough to back either of them. But I think Yankees is a good spot here, but I thought so yesterday too, and they got cooked. Red Sox and Blue Jays. Blue Jays might be as ice cold as the Royals and the Nationals. They're just, God, I've bet them 3-4 days in a row and lost every time. Yesterday, they got the best pitcher right now, Bowden, going out there giving them like 7 innings, a 1-run ball, and they still can't win. They're just so bad. They're so frustrating to watch because there's so much talent and they're so bad. They can't make the playoffs. They're done. I see no reason for any. It's just cooked. It is what it is. Just fade it. I don't even want to bet it. Another thing I meant to say about this Reds game, though, the reason I'm on the first 5 is the Guardians have one of the best bullpens in the league. So I wanted to back the first 5 and then stay away from it because the Guardians bullpen's ridiculously good. Okay? Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Mets and Braves. David Peterson, he's been good. But then you have on the other side of that the Braves with Chris Sale. And Chris Sale's he's up there with Bowden. I mean, Chris Sale's probably is the best pitcher in the league. If you had to pick one, like who is the best, I'd probably say Chris Sale. You'd hear some Paul Skeens and shit like that. Maybe some Bowdens, maybe some Tyler Skewballs, but Chris Sale is the best pitcher in baseball right now. And that being said, I mean, the Braves are playing solid ball. They've been hitting the ball well. They're seeing it well. I truthfully, if I had to pick somebody to win it all, I think I'd go with the Braves. Believe it or not, as frustrating as they've been to watch, I would lean them. So because of that, Braves first 5 by 1, I think I love. All they gotta do is get a couple runs in on Peterson, even 1 run, because I don't think Chris Sales gives up a single run versus the Mets. Or you go to Braves team total over 3.5, but it's -140. You gotta pay for it. Next game, Marlins and the Twins. I've loved backing Simone Woods Richardson. He's made me a lot of money this season. Edward Cabrera, though, and the Marlins, they look good right now. It's a fade. You have to pay too much to back the Twins, who just looked terrible yesterday, got killed by the Marlins, and the Marlins are playing really good ball right now. Stay away from it completely. Angels and the White Sox, Jose Suarez and Davis Martin. Jose's look good. I think this is a pretty easy. Angels bet. In fact, I might end up locking it as a final play. White Sox are just terrible. The Angels are much better than the White Sox. They're much better than the White Sox. I think the Angels are better than a few teams that they don't get credit for. I think the White Sox are by far the worst, but I think the Angels are up there with the Rays, the Blue Jays, the fucking the Cardinals. Just like these trash ass teams who you really don't know what they're gonna do. I think the Angels are right there and can compete with them. And the Angels have done well with me this year, or made me some good money this year. So I like the Angels here. I think it's a fair price. Any team you get -115 versus the White Sox, you should probably lock. Is just the truth of what it is. So that's where I'd be. Cardinals and the Rockies. Eric Fetty, Austin Gomber, both these teams suck. The problem is the Cardinals, they have been playing decent ball. They're hitting the ball well. Their pitching's always like mid as fuck, just middle of the ball. But I do like Eric Fetty a lot. I think this is and Eric Fetty has experience at Coors versus the Rocky at Coors Field. So yeah, I think we have to be on the Cardinals money line -125. It's a very fair price, or I'd go under 10.5 because I don't trust the Rockies bats at all, man. They suck. Okay, next game, Rangers and the Athletics. Brady Basso, Cody Bradford, faded. I don't know who wins. It is too coin flippy. We have to tighten up after yesterday. Giants and the Diamondbacks, you have to pay -235 for the D-backs who got fucking 11-0 yesterday. I'm not backing them for 235 under any Wilkes of the world. This is insane. And then the last game's Dylan Cease and Jack Flaherty. How do you pick? And then the Padres looked phenomenal versus the Dodgers yesterday. God, it could be, man, this is tough. I don't know. This is an absolute fade, but I can't wait to watch the game to end my day. Okay, guys, so what are my top plays for the day? Let me show you. I'm on Mariners and the Astros. I'm on the Astros at +120. Again, Kikuchi has not lost a game since he's came to this team, and I'm not going to back a Mariners team who they've looked better, but George Kirby's not better than Kikuchi. He's not. Mariners lost yesterday with Logan Gilbert on the mound, who is a dog. The Astros are playing decent ball. A lot of their batters are batting fucking 300-ish. Like, they're good at making contact, good at getting on base. They're just good. And Kikuchi looks unstoppable. Astros money line. Royals and the Nationals under 7.5. Two teams who cannot put the barrel to bat on the ball to save their fucking lives. DJ Hurst is a dog. Michael Lorenzen's okay. Got to be on the under 7.5. And then the Braves, it's Chris Sale. Anytime you can back Chris Sale and the Braves to score more than one, to win by 1 in the first 5 innings with a full backing of Chris Sale, you take it. These are the 3 plays I love, guys. If you want all the plays, all the player props, all the parlays, everything that I'm going to do today, join the Patreon or the Discord. I post them in there probably in about an hour. So join up there. And if you want the offshore sports book, join that and check it out, man. It's fucking fire. And they sometimes have better odds than the regular books do. So tap in, guys. Let's get out here. Yesterday sucked, but we're going to get it back today ×2. Let's get out here. Let's get it back and let's crack these folks.